Curtis King, nice place by the way. Oh, thank you. Should I, as a rapper, release my music on multiple websites or just go through the distribution? Can you let me know? Rappers, many of you have asked in the comments this last week about whether or not you should distribute your music in multiple places, be it a free download, be it a paid download, whatever the case may be. You asked me this question, I'm here to answer that for you. Now, you always know what I say, the first thing that you need to establish is what? The goal. What is the goal? What is the result that you want to get established from putting this song out? Is it to make money on it? Well, if you want to make money on it, then it's probably going to be a whole different approach. If you want to do a free download, I would say a different approach is obviously put towards that too. Now, when it comes to a paid download, I think the most important thing that you need to pay attention to, and honestly, I guess it applies to free downloads as well, but the most important thing you want to pay attention to is the numbers, the downloads, the engagements, not even the shares, but the amount of times people are consuming your music. I think that's one of the most important numbers you can have, whether it's free downloads or whether it's money, it doesn't matter. Now, if your goal is free downloads, I think, this is my personal suggestion, I don't think you should put it on every single website that lets you put up a song for free. So maybe you have an Audio Mac, a Soundcloud, or one of these other websites that lets you put your music up there for free. I don't know if it's necessarily the best approach. It hasn't been for me because what I found is that it splits my numbers up to the point where I don't know what is the most compliant with the devices that people are consuming my music with. That's something else too. Do you know how people are consuming your music? There's many ways to check it out. You could run a survey towards all your fans and say, yo, where do you listen to your music the most on? Do you listen on SoundCloud? Do you listen on this website? Figure it out, and then you know what approach to go from there. But once again, the most important thing is the metrics. You got to know exactly how many downloads you're getting, because if you don't, you may think that because a certain song that you had high hopes for doesn't have a lot of downloads, you may think, oh, this whole project is a flop. And that may not be the case. You don't even know the numbers. If you don't know the numbers, how can you know whether or not it grew or it died? You won't know. Now, when it comes to the actual paid songs and songs that you're looking to get paid for, and you go through like a TuneCore distribution, we changed the approach drastically. Now, I think that you definitely should put it everywhere. Why? Because every single place, two reasons. Every single place you put that music gives you an opportunity to get paid. And the second thing is that usually a website like a TuneCore has all of the numbers put together and will actually show you reports every single week about where you're making your most money from, maybe even what link you should be pushing predominantly. But when it comes to putting your music out there, figure out first what your goal is, figure out how you can identify your metrics in the most simplistic way possible, and approach it as you should, my friend. Once again, that's another Curtspiration. Look, if you need some more of this juice, please subscribe to the channel. And look, if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, by all means, my friend, ask me those questions. Once again, I'm running this campaign for Patreon, and I got this patreon.com/Curtis King. Look, if 8,000 people put $1 towards it, we will be so much closer to our goal. I promise you. I got some podcasts coming. I got the podcast coming. Yeah, buddy. Doodle. Look. You want to figure out where to put all your music. You need to figure out what you want to do with the music first, and then figure out how you can track your metrics. In this life, you will not be full of life until you decide to live life to its fullest. Curtis King at CurtisKingBeats.com. I can't listen to you. When I listen to you, it's a liability. Cause you be mentally killing my inner energy. So I'm concealing my feelings before you injure me.